Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
We've had a stretch of drought, moderate drought in parts of Klamath and Lake County. This is a look at last week's drought monitor, but we did see some improvements in Lake County, kind of shrinking that moderate drought just a little bit. In the yellow here, abnormally dry conditions that stretch back to the west into the Medford area. But we're seeing a break today, also for tomorrow from rain and snow, but we do get back into a wetter stretch of weather this weekend into early next weekend. This is the first in a series of storm systems that will impact us, bring rain, snow, and also some gustier winds. We'll start to see the winds picking up later in the day tomorrow, and then wet weather starting to move on in late Friday night into Saturday morning. Temperatures in the meantime, we're at 44 in Klamath Falls. It's 35 up in Christmas Valley, 51 in Medford and Montague, and we're sitting at 50 degrees in Gold Beach. It is going to be another cold night tonight, though, especially with the clear conditions we're seeing out there right now. The mercury tumbling down into the 20s in our west side valleys, down to 16 in Klamath Falls, 9 in Lakeview, and 36 degrees in Brookings with that frost advisory in place near the coast. Could even see some patchy areas of a freezing fog develop for some inland valleys, but tomorrow we're looking at mostly sunny skies, and despite that cold morning, temperatures rebound nicely tomorrow afternoon, well into the 50s in Wairika and Mount Shasta, 49 in Klamath Falls, and making a run towards 60 in Medford. A temperature is much more seasonal for this time of the year for your Friday. Winds will pick up in the Shasta Valley and then also along the coast, and there is, speaking of the Shasta Valley, a wind advisory that'll go into effect 11 p.m. tomorrow night, continuing through 10 a.m. Saturday. Could get some gusts up to 50 miles per hour in the Shasta Valley, especially towards the Weed area. Winds as we go into tomorrow evening continuing to pick up throughout southern Oregon and northern California. The higher terrain along the coast, gusts up over 40 miles per hour possible. And then this is early Saturday morning. We could be looking at gusts again, 45, maybe 50 miles per hour in the Weed area. And then as we go through Saturday, generally just breezy and gusty winds throughout southern Oregon and northern California. A lot of gusts between 20 to as much as 40 miles per hour. And we'll be tracking, of course, some wet weather moving back in as well. Tomorrow, though, lots of sunshine. Beautiful day to get outside, those milder afternoon temperatures, but some heavier and steadier rain, higher elevation snow moves in late Friday night into early Saturday morning. And really the wettest time period will be through the morning across southern Oregon and northern California. Some wintry weather working its way through Klamath and Lake County. And then notice the break in the action Saturday afternoon. Some breaks of sunshine, but the next system is going to quickly move in, and some heavier precipitation possible with the next storm as we head into Sunday. Here's a look at rainfall. This is with that first system on Saturday. The heavier precipitation amounts towards Curry and Josephine County. Some spots could be up over an inch of precipitation. When it comes to snowfall, the Cascades upwards of 3 to 6 inches. Locally, some higher amounts, but otherwise fairly light snow totals for the east side, dusting up to an inch or two, maybe a quick 1 to 2 inches at Siskiyou Summit, but it stays pretty active into early next week, and we're going to have to watch that storm system on Sunday closely. We could be looking at some much higher winter weather impacts. Your 7-day forecast, rain returning this weekend, turning heavy with that next system on Sunday. For Northern California, dry weather tomorrow, rain, higher elevation snow impacting the region for this weekend. The basin also looking at some wintry weather Saturday and Sunday, gusty winds as well. Up in the mountains, travel will be slowed again as we'll get rounds of snow, some of it heavy at times, especially with that system on Sunday. Another system into early next week, and then in the Rogue Valley, cooler and wetter this weekend. But once we get past this stretch, signs point to some much milder weather by late next week, highs getting back into the middle 60s by Thursday.